evening. Hello. How are we? Realise how bright my hoodie is. Actually, it's not too bad on the camera. Okay. It's ridiculous in real life. So yeah. Good. Good. Right. You're also playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Well, I don't know if you find any more dragons, because I still haven't come across that bit yet. I really can't be bothered with that. What's the thing called? Is it Niflheim? When you go into Niflheim and do the bit that you were doing with the dragon? And I did that for like an hour, and then I got to that first wolf, and I was like, like I beat the wolf, and then it was like, oh, now it's the next bit. Like I want to go and eat dinner, but like if you stop, then you just have to start again, don't you? So I was like, oh. So I'm probably going to wait until I like really can't be bothered with anything else in the game, and then go and do that bit. And or maybe wait until I'm like really overpowered, and like I don't know if it scales with your level. I don't know, but I'm going to maybe wait until I'm like really strong, and then just go and do it, so it's really easy. Oh yeah, you level up in there, don't you? It doesn't use your normal level. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. I always think that. Ball Lake, looking French. Balash. It's a balash. Yeah, because you get some quite cool weapons in there, don't you? But they just only for when you're using them in the thing. I haven't done any of the... I don't know what extra stuff you've got, but there's like the river raids as well that you can get. I haven't really done any of those apart from the tutorial. And then what else? There's other stuff as well, isn't there? I think like the downloadable stuff. Have you been to Sky? I need to do the river raids because I did enjoy the tutorial, but I just haven't done any more of it. I like Sky, but I kind of messed it up because I didn't realise that it do it fairly early on. And I went there when I was like quite strong, and it was really easy. But it was cool because, like, you know, Cassandra was there and stuff. You haven't played Odyssey, have you? Is that what you said? It's like bumping into Cassandra was really cool. No, yeah, you should play it. It's good. Of the three newer ones, the best one I would say is Origins, because it's cool going around like pyramids and stuff like that, but also like it doesn't feel like it's just crammed full of overwhelming content and activities to do like Odyssey and Valhalla. Like Odyssey is just ridiculous. They actually scaled it back for Valhalla, and there's less to do in Valhalla than there is in Odyssey. But Origins is really good, and the story's really good. It's definitely worth it. In fact, I've got it. I think I've got it on whatchamacallit, PS Plus or whatever it is, and I've got a physical copy. So I'll give you you can have my physical version of it when I next see you if you want. But it's good. Yeah, sometimes in Valhalla, I think it's Ubisoft games in general, they just pack stuff in there for the sake of it, and I'm like, oh, do I really care about this guy who's lost his horse? Or I did find the narcoleptic guy who had fallen asleep under a tree the other day in Grimsby. His wife lived in Grimsby, and went and I had to, help her go and find him, and he had a little note on him saying, if you find me falling asleep, please take me back to Grimsby. And that sounds very much like anyone from Grimsby that I've ever come across. So, but those ones are all right. But some of the stuff, it's like, it's just picking stuff up, just collecting stuff, and yeah. But yeah, how's my sound, by the way? Because in my ears, Oh, you're not sure if you've done... Okay, sorry if I ruined it. Go to Grimsby, you'll find a woman. Yeah, in my ears, my game sounds quite loud, but I'm assuming if you haven't complained to me that there's music drowning out my voice, then it's probably fine for you. Okay, so we're here, Dark Souls, because, you know, I was tired today and I don't need to think too much when I'm playing Dark Souls. I've started... I kind of figure, like, I don't want to make this like a regular thing all the time, Dark Souls, but I figure I'll make this save, and anytime I stream I'll use this save character. Maybe when I start fighting. Okay, yeah, if I'm swinging at stuff and things are getting really loud and you can't hear what I'm saying, then let me know and I'll scale back the game audio a bit. Yeah, I'll probably just keep this save on the back burner, and anytime I feel like dropping into Dark Souls, I'll use this one. But what I was actually thinking is, despite all the different versions of Dark Souls that I've played and the amount of times I've completed it, I've never got a platinum trophy for it. So I might start it, but I had a look at it, and oh my god, the amount of stuff you need to do. You need at least like 4 different playthroughs. I probably won't stream me doing all of that, but I figure I might as well start sort of putting things in place and maybe have a crack at it, a laugh. So yeah, I'm going to start off with that, and with that in mind, I've started with the Pyromancer because you get a Pyromancy flame straight away, and you need stuff to do with that. And I've got the old Witch's Ring, which is very useful for a certain thing, which I won't spoil because if you haven't seen it, it's really cool. But I haven't named the character yet, so I was going to let you decide. I call character. What name should we give her? I think there's a profanity filter, so we can't call her anything rude. Bingo, immediately. Shall I go for Robido or Roby? We'll make her a character that can't be trusted. Do we want the full shebang, or... Full Robido, okay. Right, there we go. Robido is decided. Right, next decision, before I press accept. Do we want to watch the opening cinematic? Or shall I skip it? Well, it explains the world and everything, but up to you. About a minute and a half, I think. Might even be a minute. And, you know, we get to see a naked dragon. A bit creepy. Yeah, alright then, we'll watch it. Okay. Let me know if you can actually hear what is happening in the cinematic.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. the Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone spears. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
Hooray! Wasn't that all dramatic?
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north.
Makes a nice tattoo.
Where they are
Do you mean because it's not dark?
to await the end of the world.
It's a symbol of the dark soul of humanity. That's it. That's what the dark refers
your
to.
fate.
I don't know why it's made out of flame. It's just a circle. But that's the point. It's the endless circle of the curse. No beginning and no end. There we are. Beef jerky face. A skull. There is an item. Hello. Thank you. There is a pretty cool item that's got a skull trapped in it that we'll find. Description of it is particularly cool. Okay, here we go. Finally, moving about. Yeah. Oh God, it feels sensitive compared to Star Wars and Assassin's Creed and stuff. You want to know something interesting? The original name of the game was going to be Dark Race, but obviously in Japanese that didn't carry the same connotation that it would to a Western audience. So when the developers were informed of that, they decided that that probably would be a good idea, and then they were going to call it Dark Ring because they also didn't think about the connotations of that, or weren't aware of them. So, yeah, I think either of those names could have been bad for very different reasons. Dave Vindaloo, I think? Oh. Am I here? Then OBS disconnected and then reconnected immediately, so I might have disappeared for a few seconds. I'm still around. It says my connection is excellent and everything looks like now. Hopefully. I'm still here. Okay. Cool. Oh, what happened there? That was weird. It just disconnected and then immediately connected again. So, I don't know. OBS doing OBS things. So, where's our little mate? It's a PS3 game. Yes, PS3. PS1. You're doing the PS3 a disservice. So, hello, mate. There you can see him up in the hole. There. I haven't missed anything here. I always steam through this area, and I can never remember whether there's actually anything important. This is the remastered version, though, that came out in 2018, I think it was, where they made everything look a little bit nicer. Run! Yeah, we'll be back for you. I don't think, in all my time playing the game, I've ever used that bonfire. I don't think I've ever needed to rest at it. I don't think I've ever respawned at it. Obviously it's just there as the tutorial bonfire. To, you know, learn how to use stuff. But I don't think I've ever actually needed to make use of it. Good. I do like that the arrows stick in you for a bit. Gone now. Oh, wait, let's have another one. Hello? You. Wait, it didn't stay in my sword, in my shield. Well, go on, stick one in me. No, I haven't killed any innocent people. Actually, you don't have to kill innocent people in Dark Souls. Everybody just attacks you straight off because everyone's lost their minds. Ready? Chris, remember in Demon Souls on the first level? You walk up that flight of stairs. Yeah, same thing happens here. Sounds like America. Oh, good, I can still parry. Okay, cool. Good, first parry in the bag. That feels nice. Probably going to be the last one I manage. Hello, Oscar. This is the fella that dropped us the corpse with the key on it.
You. You're no hollow. Hmm? Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Yeah.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen. In thine exodus from the undead asylum, maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing.
Now, there's plenty of like family sayings and stuff like that, but that one's like quite a mouthful.
Oh, and this.
Thank you.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Let's see. Hear the noise when we walk out of here. Oh, no, he's still there. How far do we have to go? Oh, there we go. obligated. Yeah, that family saying. I mean, most family sayings are something like, you know, always have a kind heart or something like that. Not like 12 paragraphs about going to an undead asylum. You're just chatting about that in your family. Well, what's the family saying? Oh, it's all this bollocks. What does that mean? Oh, I don't know. Not about working hard. There we go, Pyromancy Flame. That's going to see us good. Come on. Do another parry then. Oh, no! Practice. Alright, let's waste an Estus nice and early. Riz of Razroth has a 12-page family motto. Why does that not surprise me? Hello, fella. Can we parry you? Yes. Very good. Does this guy actually drop anything useful? I think he's just there to guard the door for when we come back. Can't open this now. I keep pressing triangle to interact with things because I've been playing Elden Ring. Right, here we are. What's it say? Yeah, plunging attack. None of it makes sense. Hello! Get that your head. Keep circling. Oh. Hit him in the arse. He doesn't do too much damage. There we go. Yeah, you get a tiny amount of context and suddenly everything is really easy to understand. Family motto just comes in saying just something like make sure the kilts are painted purple. Huh? Right, we only got the key there, which is disappointing because sometimes you get the giant axe, I think it is. Much better than you did first time. Yeah, but that's because I've played it loads of times before. It's not anything to do with skill. I think especially as well because you having played. Did you play Dark Souls after playing the Demon Souls remake? Tried Dark Souls for the first time after playing Demon Souls. Because that's quite difficult because you're going back to a game that's older. It feels a little bit less refined. It's a bit clunky. Even though you're familiar with the kind of combat of Souls games, it's not necessarily, you know, a linear kind of transition.
Only in the ancient legends it is
How far did you
stated
actually get? Did you get out of the asylum?
one day an undead shall return. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage.
Because to be honest,
to
the
the
first
land
time
of the ancient lords.
the first time I played
Lordran.
Dark Souls, I didn't actually get into Dark Souls when it first came out. It was probably about a year after it came out. People were talking about it, so I got it. And I was like excited to play it, but I got out of the Undead Asylum and I was like, okay, I'm done for today. Like that's the like little short tutorial bit, and I was like, I need a rest. Not very far. Got a bit bored, yeah. It's difficult as well when you don't necessarily know where you're going. I think something like Elden Ring, you can go in virtually any direction and find something, whereas in Dark Souls it's slightly more linear, even though you've got a lot of options as to where to go. But if you don't really know, then it can feel a bit sort of all over the place. Can we level up? I don't know how. Oh yeah, we can level up. Right, I don't know what I'm going for here really. I think maybe I'll do vitality and strength initially. We are gonna need basically everything, because if I'm gonna be getting platinum, that means I need faith. And you know what, I'm gonna drop one off strength and I'm gonna go with another with faith, because that means that Petrus will talk to us and be... Speak to the sad guy first.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead.
You must recognise this guy's voice,
Well,
Chris.
you're not the first, but there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land.
You're gonna
the
pretend you do
undead?
recognise him. Well, it's related to the fact that he was a very... He's lost all hope. Think of maybe anyone in Demon Souls that was
yes.
similar.
You're practically hollow.
He's not really got that much to say to us.
What? Well, there are connected.
Yeah, I can restore humanity.
What? Don't try any.
I think that's the last thing he says. Okay. So, we'll go and speak to Petrus first, because I think will teach us magic. Sorry, teach us some miracles straight away, because we've got 10 faith. And then we'll go and pick up a few useful items. Go on. Actually, we're going. Hello, Petrus, you dickhead.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thurland.
Yes, you are.
Have you business with us?
Got the worst
If
hair in
not,
this game.
I prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Come on, I've got 10 faith. Okay. See if you can figure out where the voice is from while you're having a shower.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain art, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here. No, go ahead.
Give me a penny.
Oh my. You again. Oh, I know. I have to await my... So what if I would that...
Yes, please. I don't... Oh,
Very
we've just
well.
spent all of our souls on leveling up.
Then
Can't
first.
buy any yet, but it's given us the option immediately, at least. Being able to get miracles off. Good, because we're going to need
Now
every single
let me
miracle.
share my miracles.
Platinum trophy, so...
Only their ultimate effectiveness
Yeah, he's a bit of a
will be
creep.
determined by your efforts and your faith.
I mean, he's a cleric, so it's absolutely... what can... So, yeah, he's... Homewood is always very useful. Most of the ones that he's got, though, are quite a lot of souls early on, or, you know, that we'd be better off spending on levels. Seek Guidance is the cheapest, and it really isn't that useful. Force is quite funny to use. But we can't afford any
Come
of it,
again.
but
The effective...
that's fine. Right, up here into the lift. The sneaky bit. Get some items, and then we go... Go. I think one of these is a Morning Star. Homeward Bones, very good. Morning Star and a talisman. Crack red eye orb. I'm not sure if the Morning Star is better than what we're currently using. Yes, it is. And we use it because we're strong enough. Fine. Good stuff. And some Lloyd's talismans. They're going to be used. Right, the only way we can get out of here is to go down here. Right, I might regret this, but let's try and pick up my tongue. Uh-oh, I'm going to regret it. Right, that could have been a mistake. Run! That was what we wanted. And that. Oh god, they're everywhere. Oh no. Good, that went quite well. I mean, a lot better than it could have done. Oh, I've gone the wrong. And the skellies will chase you all the way back to the bonfire. Good, okay. So we've got the Zweihander, we can't use it yet. I think the strength requirement is something up in the 30s. Winged Spear, we need 13 of 50 dex. Fine. Zweihander, we need... Oh, it's 24 strength and 10 dex, so it's not too bad. But we're not going to be using that for a while if we use it at all. Ooh, very early on the swing. Ooh, I just remembered I don't actually like the set on the Morning Star. I might switch back to the hand axe. It's a bit slower. No, thank you. Yes, very good. Right, we don't need to kill the guy down here, but sometimes he might drop some armour that we... Good God, no, the parrying is not going well. Good, there's an item over there, but we're not going to get it. It's a ring that we're not going to use. So... it's off. Lots of nice soul items on. Hello, turn around. Yeah. I don't know what it is with the AI of that rat, but it's facing you every time, sees you coming, and then turns around. I don't know whether it's just a bit of a misprogramming with the AI or something like that. Hello. Thanks very much. Oh, good, you've given me the shield that I've already got. Thank you, very useful. Hello. Your aim's off. Been hanging around here for possibly hundreds of years, so I don't blame you. Nothing of use in here. I can't believe how much I remember, actually. Ladder there, look. Can't get to it here. We can see there's a way down. And we can see people hanging off the edge. Sneaky, sneaky. So, you can find all the traps. As long as you're paying attention. Look, More hanging off there. You can get them with fire bombs as well, if you're accurate, but not really worth the waste of a fire bomb. Oh god, I'm trapped. There we go. Get out! Get out! Get out! There we go. Right, I'll get myself in a silly situation here. There we go. That was silly. Ooh. That would have been embarrassing, dying towards those little hollows early on. And if you get to them early enough, you can just knock these guys off. Right, what's this? I can't... Rubbish. Well, perfect. I can't remember what the value of any of this area is. I remember it existed. I can't remember what the purpose. Two things just died though, so I don't know what they were. He's got something. Soul item, not that exciting really. I think actually I do remember what this is for. And no, I'm thinking of something else. I'm going to say, I think this is going to give us an item we don't care about, don't even want. But maybe not. What is this I'm thinking of? Oh, humanity. Well, that's helpful. I don't really know how far I'm expecting to get today. Maybe we should be getting past the dragon fairly easily. Cannot make that jump. No, wait. Is this the jump you can make? No, you can't make that jump. You have to come in from elsewhere. Ah! You kind of notice that this is a PS3 game where you notice the kind of stiff movement on the wings of the dragon. I think if we look back this way, no, we can. If you go around far enough, see the aqueduct that we came over on. I like this bonfire, but I'm not going to rest at it because we don't need the Estus because we've got 5 and we'll only get 5 from resting at it. So it would be a waste. Did I? Okay, you can get in there. I couldn't remember if we needed a particular key to get in there. And let's see if I can use the shield. Better than the one I've got. Physical resistance of 93. Can I still fast roll? Yes, I can. Hey! Come on, take me on. Let's see if I can get a kick. Kick is notoriously finicky. No. You have to press forward and attack at the same time, but it often doesn't work. Yeah, see there? I think I press forward soon. There we go. Not very good at it, but it is the best tactic against enemies who like to hide behind their shield. Hello. Hello. That's a nice axe. I had an axe once. Apparently, I'm still carrying it in my pocket somehow. God knows how. Hello. It's another creep. We like creeps here.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
He's alright. Right, what do we want? He's got a few things that we... Residence key is really useful, as is the repair box. Got enough souls for that now. Don't really have any weapons that we want at this point, but we will come back to him because there are some weapons that we're going to turn into other weapons with magic later. The armor's pretty useful, but going to make me heavy and slow, so I won't bother with any of those. So for now, we'll just get the resident. Only got 500.
Things are getting treacherous in these parts. A horrible goat demon has moved in below, and up above there's that humongous drake and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave.
So
Thank you kindly.
he's nice to us if we buy things off him. If we don't, he just go away, doesn't he? But a bull demon above a goat demon and a drake. We are going to come across all. Triggered 2 of these at once. I didn't do that. I kind of want to get rid of this weapon quite quick. Just don't like. Come on, back. Oh, come on. Yeah, these guys are pathetic on their own, but if they gang up on you, they can stun lock you into oblivion. Right, here we are. Here, see earlier when I said you can't make that jump, you have to do it from over here. But I can't remember how to jump. I have to sprint and then... Yeah, okay, sprint and then circle. No. I'm not going all the way back round there. It's just a crossbow up there. I don't care. I have never ever used a crossbow in a playthrough. I just don't care about going to get it. Try and make that jump once and then give up on it. Right, how many humanity do we... 5, okay. I am going to kindle this bonfire. Oh no, oh god. Come back to these games and forget that the ability is not great. Right, to humanity. First, we'll reverse hollowing. So we look like a person again rather than a piece of beef. And then kill. Good. So, I'm hoping that I don't... Now we get 10 Estus flasks from this bonfire instead of 5. I'm hoping that I don't need them for the next bits, but it will be useful to have 10 from that bonfire later on. Come on. Because we will use that bonfire at various points. Sure. I'm sure. Ah, there's a guy here. No, I know where I'm thinking. Him. Hello. I can hear someone running. Apparently OBS just disconnected and reconnected again. He says I'm still here. Seemed fine last time, so I assume I'm still here. Yeah, I can definitely hear running. I can never figure out where it's coming from. But you can only hear it in this area. Can't hear the running now. Can't hear it now. No, it stopped. It must be that when you come into this area, you trigger an enemy somewhere else that you can't see. And they start running, but they can't get to you. I can't remember either what is up here with these guys. I'm sure there's an item, but I can't remember what it is. And they are really annoying. Because 3 of them have got fire bombs. Never remember whether it's a worthwhile fight up here. Uh-oh. That's not going to be the first time that happens. Rolling straight off an open ledge is going to be probably greatest cause of death. There's a reason that in the community there is an adage that the final boss of Dark Souls is gravity. Right, good. Wasting Estus already. Fantastic. Again, I can't remember what's up there, but I don't know if this guy triggers if you kill him anyway. The guy around the corner definitely doesn't trigger unless you go into his... Weirdly, the one at the back of this group here triggers first. If you don't go any further forward than this, the rest of them would stay where they are. I don't think he can further forward. Got the fireball. I'm going to leave those guys up there. I didn't have that many souls on me anyway, so it's not really worth recovering them. More worthwhile to come here. Oh, pine resin, we definitely will do that. I think going through there triggers this guy? Yeah. Come on, slowpoke. Another one that won't do anything unless we make the foot. There we go. Yes, you sneaky devil. Gonna put an arrow in my back. Right, you at the front. Come here. Good. And you. You've just seen your mate make exactly the same move. And we've got the Black Knight down there, who I'm not going to go and fight right now because I am really bad at parrying those guys. And that's pretty much the only way to beat them successfully. Hello. So I'm not going to go and fight him. I'll come back to him. We are going to need to fight him anyway. But I'm not wasting my time on that yet. Can't get through there. We would be able to get through there if we'd taken the Master Key as our gift, but I would rather have the Old Witch's Ring. Never remember whether there's something in those barrels. I think it might be... Yes. Good upgrade materials. Fact, I'm not gonna fight him. I'll come back for it. I promise I'll have a go at least him and one other Black Knight on this stream. Oh, I can't praise messages yet. I promise you we will fight that Black Knight by the end of the stream. Ooh, smart. Actually decent AI. Not that smart though. I mean, to be fair, if these guys have been hanging around for hundreds of years just in an endless cycle of death and rebirth, I don't blame them that much for having bad aim. Right, let's see. We want the firebomb. We want the gold pine resin. In fact, pine resin goes on now. I should have put my pyromancy flame on, actually. That was stupid. Too late now. Hello, fella. Come on, then. Hey! Oh, that was perfect. I was just about to say, if you get him in the right position, he does an attack where he jumps backwards and then jumps towards you to attack. But you can get him in the right position to make him jump off the edge, but I've never managed to do it until now. I can't believe that right at the start of the fight as well. Everybody that I've seen who that's happened to, they've ended up, you know, just doing it kind of by chance. Or they've had to maneuver him into, you know, an awkward position to force him to do it. For him to have done that after I'd only even landed one hit on him is hilarious. That's highlight of the stream so far. Right, first proper boss taken care of. Asylum Demon doesn't really count because he's the tutorial boss. And yeah, Taurus Demon threw himself off the edge. So yeah, so far I haven't really had to fight a boss yet. Cool. Here we've got Best Boy though. Oh.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Soler of Asura,
I absolutely
an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
Oh, he's just so pure, Solaire. With an absolutely enormous chest. The guy's a tank.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Sure.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
I'll do anything for you, Solaire.
Pleases you greatly. Well then, take this.
I've known you for 5
We are
minutes.
amidst strange beings in a strange land.
I love you.
The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
Solaire just kind of works as the exposition for multiplayer. Time is convoluted and worlds shift and combine and then fall apart, and that's why you can co-op with people online.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
You'll get your time one day, Solaire. Right, diegetic markers. Scorch marks on the floor. A burned corpse. Oh! Didn't manage to avoid it. Right, I'm going to top up even though that seems like a waste of Estus because really don't have too many shots at this. Gonna go. Oh, okay. He should have breathed fire by now. But hey ho, here we are. And that's why we kindled this bonfire, because now we're back down here. So let's level up. What should we go for? I'll go for a strength because I'm probably going to use the claymore early on. I'm not sure what the strength requirements are for it though. I don't think it's too high, but it definitely is strength that's the main thing. We'll go for some more vitality and definitely we're probably actually going to need a fair bit of endurance. Use the claymore and still be able to fast roll, otherwise I'm going to have to take a load of equipment off. It's quite a heavy weapon. So could go through this way. But I don't want that. I want to use the dragon to kill these guys. And then what we want to do is bait it to come down. Like that. Oh no! No, 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 no! No, I screwed that one up. Okay. Right. Don't do that again. Fire, very good. I want to hang out here. Ah, I timed that really badly. I was supposed to run before it could get down. It's going to breathe fire now. Right, okay, that's fine. That's fine, we're through. And now he either goes back up or he flies off. Right, he's gone back up. No, he's flown off. I'm fairly sure it will come back I don't really know what the trigger is, though. So, did that because we want this bonfire. And also because we want to open this. And now we can pillage these corpses without having to worry about dragons. Which is good because the claymore is one of them and that's what we wanted. So, I'm 99% sure that I'm not strong enough to use claymore, but we'll see. Claymore, 16 strength, 10 dex. I think we're on 9 dex at the minute. 9 dex, 40. So we need 3 levels. Get one of those now, but if I rest there, it's going to respawn every. There's a hollow below us and a load of rats. We don't need to go through that way. I'll tell you what I'll do. Up those stairs is another Black Knight. I'm going to rest, get one more level, and I'll go and fight the Black Knight and see if I can kill him. Just for you, Chris. Because we haven't got that many souls to lose, so it's fine. Oh, oh, I didn't kindle that one. Never mind, dude. We don't need to kindle. Come on. But I am telling you now, I'm not doing this many times because I am going to die to this guy repeatedly. Because his strength of his attacks, he is going to absolutely melt through my shield. And I'm really bad at parrying these guys. Oh my god, I did like no damage to him. Look at that, that's nothing. A parry would be way better, but if I miss the time, I'm gonna just die in what. Yeah, see, look, that cut through my shield a little bit, and it really messed me up. He can hit you from there as well if he doesn't figure his way back up the stairs. If I can keep backstabbing him, it'll be fine. But if I get hit once, he's gonna seriously mess me up. Uh-oh. See? Yeah. And when you're blocking on that one, yeah, see? So that one, where he does that overhead slash, it doesn't matter if you're blocking, it doesn't matter how much stamina you've got. It'll bypass your shield because he's coming over the top. The annoying thing is, every time you want to try this, you've got to kill this guy first because he'll just follow you up there. I don't think it helps that I am using a weapon that isn't particularly powerful. You know what I'm going to do? It's an absolute waste, but we can buy more gold pine resin. I'm going to put gold pine resin on now. See how much of a difference that makes when I land a backstab on him. I don't think he's particularly weak to lightning damage, but it's better than nothing. Uh-oh. No, we're fine. No, we're not. See? Oh no, I didn't have my Estus equipped. That was lucky. No, he's going to hit me. He's going to hit me. Okay, we're alright. I got lucky there. Time resin is still active. Got my little wooden shield is somehow effective against his giant sword. $14 damage is just pathetic. Come on. Ah, oh, crap. I didn't think he had a 2 on him there. Oh my word. No. See, 2 of them. And because it's such a small space, you can't really get away from him to heal, because if you go down the staircase and he follows you, you're in big trouble. Okay. I'll come back and do it as soon as we've got enough levels to use the claymore. I promise. We'll take him and the other Black Knight. Because the claymore is actually going to do some decent damage against them. Stop that! Right. Big scary pig. Big open gate. So we're going to try and do a run here. And not screw it up. Yay, it worked. Okay, good. So ordinarily what happens is one of those guys comes through here, shuts that, and then you can't get through. But if you're quick enough, you can run through yourself. You don't have to go through the horrible underneath bit to work your way through. I mean, we'll go through there anyway, just so you can see it, but we didn't need to do it. We succeeded in a much easier way. Right, one thing that we don't want to do, however, go too close up there, because he will trigger. Don't want that. Halberd, great weapon. Again, I don't think we've got the strength at the... Don't know where the trigger point. Every time you hear that bell, by the way, it's a person online actually ringing the bell of awakening. So it's pretty cool. Oh, he's coming. Right, these are Boulder Knights, and they are tough. At this stage in the game, anyway. See, I took quite a bit of damage off it, but let one of them get a hit on you, they can cause a problem. Okay, good. They drop a sword as well that's really good, Boulder Side Sword, and that can be a really nice weapon, especially early game. And it's very nice when it's upgraded as well. There's another one of them through here, but I think... Quiet. Do that. No, stop healing. There's another one of them through there, actually, and I think he's guarding his shield, so I think I'll go through and try and get it off him. 'Cause I think it's a decent shield. I think it's worth getting. But this is kind of... We've come backwards on ourselves here by bypassing See if you see that's where the gate that we came through, and we bypassed this entire area. That giant boar, and I will go down and kill that boar. Because it's a very rare drop, but you can get the boar's helm. And like, it's ridiculously heavy as well. Oh, that killed the other one. Jesus. Night shield, there we go. So I don't think we can use that. I think that's a bit too heavy at them. But yeah, you can get the boar's helmet that it's got on. And it's really, really heavy, but it's like very cool. I make it look effortless. It's just practice. This is a bit weird because when you come through this way backwards, you would normally fight these guys in a completely different way, but they're laid out so as to attack you when you come from the bottom there. A bit weird coming at them from this direction. I can't remember how. 1, 2, 3. Is that 5? Oh no! Right, remember not to get surrounded by these guys because they're like rats. If you let a load of them get on top of you, they can mess you up. Oh, that was pretty cool. And oh, there we go. Ordinarily what happens is he's kind of hanging out here. You see him here, and then oh, hello. And then he just runs off down this way, and if you chase him, he leads you into a trap with always the key at Dark Souls. Enemies will always attack you on sight. If an enemy doesn't attack you on sight, someone doesn't attack you on sight, they're either friendly, or if they run away, they're leading you into a trap. Gotta be careful now because the boar is here, and I really don't want to get hit by this. We can get up here, we'll be fine. We're fine, we're fine. And, funnily enough, the reason we're fine is because we've just picked these up. Which, if we read them... Not anymore, don't need those. A skull with meekly lingering souls, throw to shatter and spread the souls to attract certain types of enemies. So because enemies like souls, enemies want souls, if you throw one of these, enemies will go towards them. So they're like lures, they're distractions. And if we throw one down there, he'll go towards it. And he just walks straight into the fire. You can literally do it right into the heart of the fire, and he'll go for it every time. One more. There we go, and he's dead. Not a smart creature. You know what? I don't even need to fight you, and you won't trigger if I leave you alone anyway. So yeah, that was... If you're ever having trouble with a boar, you can also backstab them as well. So you can't hit that thing anywhere other than its arse. You need to... What the... Okay. You do you, I guess. That's fine. I'm not here to judge. Mystery key. See what that's for. Yeah, you can. You have to strafe around the boar and stab it in the arse, or make it walk into fire of its own volition. We're at a really nice point now, though, because we've got a couple of scrub enemies, and then we've got our best friend Andre. Oh, this guy's healing. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, leave me alone a second. Come on, attack me. There we go. Great idea for me to come and stand on a ledge. Really cool. That was very smart. Right, there we go. Bloody hell, talk about making a meal of it. Good God. Don't make the mistake that I've played this before or anything. Big scary enemy in there at the minute, but it doesn't respawn, so we'll go and get the bonfire and then come back and instead. In fact, I might fight him once I've leveled up enough to actually use the claymore. I told you, that's the problem. You go and do something smart. It's knowledge, not skill. That proves it, because they were easy enemies and I was just making them look a lot harder than they were. Whereas the reason that I managed to kill the boar was because I knew, you know, a particular way of killing it. This is a bonfire we're going to be at a lot as well, so I'm going to kindle this one. And then what did I need? Was it 16 strength and 12 dex? 11 dex? So we'll see how much I can level up here. I know 100% it was 16 strength. It's either 10 or 11 dex. If I can't use the claymore now... Claymore... Oh, yeah, cool, right. Now we are definitely... Yeah, look how much our gate has changed. We're too heavy. So, let's take some clothes off. Am I going to get lucky and just hood and gloves are enough? A bit lighter. Yeah, we're fine. Right, cool. We look like a human. We've got a claymore. Everything's good. Let's see what that infernal tinking noise is. Hello!
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
I certainly shall, sir. You are going to be my saviour throughout all of this. Right, what do we want? One of the most useful things that we buy off here early on is the weaponsmith box and the armorsmith box. But we don't have enough souls. In fact, I'm going to try and use some soul items because I want to buy those. Because weapon durability is one of the most irritating things in the game. What have we got? Soul of a Lost Undead. I can't remember how many of these are worth. Choose all 5. Right, they're worth... Is that 200 each? Large Soul of a Lost Undead. What are they going to be? 500 each?
Well, hello again. You
Hello.
Need anything for it?
Yeah. So, purchase. Reinforcing armor, tools for repairing. Yeah. One of those, what, 1800. So we'll buy some Titanite. How many can I get? 2. And what that means is we can... Oh my god, I need... Oh, I've got 400 souls. Right, I've got more soul items. Fine. Use them all up. Get naked. I don't need to get completely naked.
Well, hello. You seem to need anything for it?
Reinforced weapon. Claymore. Claymore +1. Oh, we've got enough to do another. Claymore +2. I've got enough Titanite shards, but not enough souls to upgrade it one further, so that's fine. What's he got to say?
Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed, but every hunk of metal has its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The nice thing about weapons...
He says do it on your own with a grindstone, which I think is a little bit of an... It's not the most useful information for them to put in, because you don't need a grindstone, you need a weaponsmith box. Buy from him.
There are 2 types of weapon forging. Reinforcement is simple, a simple task for any blacksmith. But Ascension's a finer. Ascension is the territory of... Start out with reinforcement.
Yeah, so we can reinforce weapons to make them stronger, and then we ascend them to different versions of the weapon, so we can make it a lightning.
You can
Forge armor as well, exactly the same process. Yeah, okay, so he hasn't got anything more to say to us. Worth us repairing any armor? Not really. It's okay. Right. Thank you, Andre. Bye. So let's go up and see if we can beat the big enemy that I mentioned. Not actually that hard. It's very easy to avoid his attacks. But if you do fuck up and get hit, then he can take you out with one hit. But first, we're going to come here. Hello, somebody said. Bravery ahead. No, I didn't want to read the message.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak. Still closed. Still closed.
So yeah, it's closed. This is Sen's fortress. We can't get in here yet. Smiley. Them weird faces that just smiley all the time, like Brian Cox. Looks a bit concerned as well, though. I mean, I'd be concerned as well, everything that's going on. But yeah, we can't get in here yet. But Siegmeyer, you've got to take some action, man. You can't just sit here and wait. Inside his helmet. They see his eyes. There we go. Hiya, Siegmeyer. He's not fat. That's just the armour. It's used to deflect. It's the traditional armour of Katarina. Makes you look like an onion. So Siegmeyer's going to hang out there because he can't get inside. Before I forget, because I've just remembered it, I am going to put my pyromancy flame on my other hand. So now I can actually throw fireballs. Right. Go and do some actually useful stuff. You know what I miss? I haven't had a weird Russian bot in a while. They used to be in here fairly frequently. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You can already see we're doing way more damage. Maybe the market for Russian bots has plummeted with all the sanctions they've got on them. Hello. There you are. Come on then, big boy. Come out here. See, we're not going to get him from in front. Oh, I mistimed that roll. Right, better to go to his right. You know what I mean, saying is his attacks are fairly easy to avoid as long as you just strafe around him. They kind of attack where you were a second ago, as long as you're constantly on the move. He's not too bad, but he does hit really hard. And we get a Titanite shard for our trouble. So if you mess around with him, then he does mess you up. But gotta be sensible. That was a Knight Berenique. In of a place called Berenique. And we get a Firekeeper soul for the first time on a female corpse. All Firekeepers are women. That guy's a dick. He turned to snow. Yeah, it's weird actually. Some of the enemies' bodies disappear when they die, and some of them come back. And when I was first playing, I thought it was linked to... So that guy... Ooh. That guy doesn't respawn at all. Once he's dead, he's gone. Unlike, you know, most of the enemies, like all of this lot. And I thought it was to do with whether they respawned or not, because his body just disappears, and then he back as an enemy. But there are other enemies that they do disappear, but they come back. So I think it is sometimes maybe that the enemies with bigger corpses disappear, so that they can't get stuck in the level geometry and things like that. Just to make things sort of easier, or make sure that there aren't any problems with that kind of stuff. So we know that the depressed guy down here, who, by the way, Chris, if you didn't figure it out, the guy that does his voice is also the guy that does the voice of the depressed warrior in Demon Souls that sits in the Nexus. It's the same guy. It's a Welsh actor. I think he might also play a very similar character in Dark Souls 3 as well. I can't remember if it's the same voice. But now we've gone full circle and we're back in Firelink Shrine. So we've made loads of progress, but we've unlocked shortcuts that have brought us right back to where we were at the beginning. Which is nice. You got anything new to say?
Don't you ever think to forge your weapons?
Yes, I have done already.
Better find a smith box soon.
I literally have one.
Unless you enjoy swinging about with blunt instruments.
No, that's Stockpile Thomas. The guy that kind of sits just in front of Stockpile Thomas, he's got like a blue glow to him. I think they made him black in the remake, and he just sort of sits there a bit depressed in front of the first archstone, and then after a while he just disappears. Did you accidentally hit him? Was that... No, that was Patches, wasn't it? You accidentally attacked Patches. We're not even in a Star Wars stream. That's not canon. TIE fighters don't exist in this world.
Oh, hello.
Petra's got anything else to say?
Come again. The effectiveness...
Wait, hang on. Yes. So you accidentally attacked the depressed guy as well? Or just... just Patches? Now, I've only got one pine resin, which is not great, because I would like to use it for a boss. But I'm sure there's someone that sells pine resin somewhere. Might be Andre. Just Patches. He looked... Look, Patches is dodgy. Patches is always dodgy, but the thing is, he always becomes very useful, and that's what the brilliant thing about Patches is. He makes you hate him because of his behaviour, but you know, if you let him off, he ends up becoming a really useful merchant who sells like really good stuff, and that's in every game that he's in. And that's why he's the most infuriating character, because he's a dick. But you kind of need to keep him around. But I completely agree with you. Looks dodgy, is dodgy. You'll see what Patches looks like. I don't think we'll... Gorgeous view ahead. I don't think we'll see him in this stream, but...
Need anything?
We will come across him. No, he doesn't have any... Where is it that's... it doesn't matter. Right. Let's get our weaponry.
Don't get yourself neither of it.
Cat guy. A leopard that sells wares. Skyrim? A Khajiit maybe in Skyrim? Chris is saying it's Skyrim, okay, yeah. It has the wares if you have the coin. One of those guys. I do like the Khajiit, particularly their propensity for referring to themselves in the third person. See, we rested in the big guy, isn't he? Oh, we forgot to do something really important. I was just about to go up towards the boss, but yeah, we need to do something down at Firelink Shrine. Patrician. Talking about yourself in the third person. So, here's Anastasia. who makes sure the flame doesn't go out. Doesn't speak. We can reinforce our Estus Flask, the Firekeeper's Soul. Got an old... Where is it there? Each Firekeeper is a corporeal manifestation of her bonfire and a draw for the humanity which offered her. Soul is gnawed by infinite humanity and can boost the power of a precious Estus Flask. Use to gain humanity and restore HP. Yeah, so we could also use it for humanity and to heal us. But the main purpose of them is to reinforce Estus Flasks, which means anytime we use Estus now, it will heal us more. Now we need to go and see somebody important, and then we can fight the bot. I would actually like a bow, but I can't remember where you get a decent bow from. This is quite a nice place to fight this guy because with him being above us, can't really stab us properly. But then we have one of the most annoying fights in the game. That channeler buffs all of these little hollows, so even though they are little crappy enemies, they end up being quite strong with him. So if you can isolate them first, or you fight him, it's a big help. Yeah, bows, I think a lot of people really underutilise bows in Dark Souls and other From Software games. See how hard he hit, even though he's just a crappy little hollow? Because he was being buffed by the channeler. I think that's all the hollows, but I don't know where the channeler... Oh, one more hollow. I'll let the channeler... let them go first. Come on, push through. Are they all stuck on each other? I can't believe the channeler can't push them out of the way. Oh god, I didn't want him to come out here. Not especially strong, but his attacks can do decent damage. And if you... I don't think that one respawns, but if you kill them, you get a rare chance to get either their helm or their... Oh my god, they're all stuck. That's funny. Yeah, you can either get their helm or their trident. And yeah, they're both very rare drops, if I remember rightly. Oh, douche off. Completely wasting Estus here. Boss is in that direction. When you first come through here, Rye is drawn there straight away, so you tend to run there. But if you look around, this way, got another boulder. No, we can now. That is his parry stance. When he lifted his little sword up there, if you attack him while he's in that stance, he'll parry you and he can just one-shot you with a post. Kill you with one hit. So whenever he sort of brings his sword up like that, close up to his chest, back away. So, when we use that gate to crush some enemies, on the other side of it we picked up a mystery key, and that opens this cell.
Oh, still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me?
I'll
As
let
you can see, I am stuck.
you kind of get a read on this guy and what you think about him.
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec of Karim. I truly appreciate this, and I guarantee a reward. Only later. Yes, very sorry. I've just been...
So he will now go to Firelink Shrine. If we run there now, he won't be there. I think you either have to rest at a bonfire or you have to reload an area. Which we will do. Because we want to speak to him. Get his... But we don't want any of these enemies to respawn, because then when we come back up here we've got to deal with them again, and it's just an... Not difficult enemies, but they're really bothersome. I'm gonna have to Google where there's a bow, because I really like using a bow in Dark Souls and Demon Souls and any of the others. But I can't remember where there's an actual, a good one. Just get a long bow, I think fairly easy, but then you get like a compound bow, which is pretty good, and there are some others. So theoretically, it shouldn't be anywhere around here now. Oh, he's already here. Okay. That's weird. How did he be here? I thought you had to reload. I was going to like pause the game and log out and then log back in, but he's here. Be wary of night. Decent message.
Ah, hello there. I have your reward. Please, accept it.
Merchant in the Undead Bird. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
I am grateful to you for freeing me. Not enough for you? Well, let's not be greedy now.
Now, let's be honest, that was not a good laugh.
Our futures are murky.
So he doesn't want to speak to us anymore, but he gave us a Sunlight Medal. Basin. Oh, yeah, we probably won't get to the basin today. But yeah, I remember where that is now. He's definitely sketchy. Massively sketchy. And he gave us a Sunlight Medal. So it says, this faintly worn medal engraved with the symbol of the sun is the ultimate honour awarded to those who summon the warrior of sunlight and complete a goal. So remember who we met that had a sun on his chest? It represents Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who lost his deity status and was expunged from the annals. The old god of war still watches closely over his... So yeah, those who cooperate with warriors of sunlight, in jolly cooperation, they get sunlight medals. They give them to each other as a token of thanks. But he does not seem like he is kind of the same order as Solaire, does he? He kind of... You consider Solaire's attitude and behaviour, and particularly the armour he was wearing with the sun on the chest. Lautrec really doesn't seem like he kind of fits that mould, does he? But the fact that he's got a sunlight medal is quite suspicious. And how he acquired it is a suspicious kind of matter. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. What's going on? Did I rest anywhere? I'm really confused. See, he tried to parry us there. He couldn't because we're on a different level. But that's what that stance is. Hey, you've got no health. This is dodgy. I did not rest anywhere. And all the enemies have respawned. The channeler doesn't respawn. I was right about that. But, like, I've got no idea what's going on here. That is so weird. I'm going to go on Reddit, on the Reddit page, and ask if anyone else has had that. Enemies should only respawn. That was brilliant. When you load an area, or when you rest at a bonfire. And I am sure. Can anyone correct me if I'm wrong there? After I spoke to Lautrec, I went straight back down to Firelink Shrine, didn't I? And spoke to him, and then came straight back up here. I didn't save. I didn't rest at a bonfire or anything like that. I'm sure I didn't, and that's so weird that it did that. Yeah, all four of them was good, wasn't it? That was, they're only low enemies, but that makes you feel cool. Oh, I did. That's so weird. Right, we don't need the alluring skulls. I will use the gold pine resin. And now, if you look at this here, there's Lautrec. And we can summon him to help. Some people don't like summoning. They say like it makes the game too easy mode, and I generally wouldn't summon the kind of random NPCs that you can summon, but there are some like Lautrec that kind of fit the story significance, so I like to summon them because it feels like it rounds out the story. You can see this one here though is yellow, and it's Solaire's. And you can see how Lautrec is bathed in white light. But it does look cool, doesn't it? It's got the arms on the front like he's in an embrace. Solaire does the sunlight salute, praise the sun, and he is gold. So this guy is definitely not Knight of the Sun. So why he's got a sunlight medal is suspicious. Right. Take it off it. Sometimes this pair gets stuck on the ledge there. Now I don't think I've leveled up my weapon as much as I probably should have for this point. Probably want it at around 5 or 6. However, we've got Solaire and Lautrec. Yes, that's what we wanted. Oh no, I'm absolutely rinsing him. Okay, we're fine. Pine resin is really helping. Ah, crap. Oh my god, I nearly rolled off the edge. Okay, one of them came in MVP there because I was about to die. And, oh, we got the helm as well. Jesus. And the second one pops in after a point, which we didn't see happen because I was busy nearly rolling off the edge. He has got an axe for a tail. The boys are back in town. There we go. So that was quite easy, and you can see why if you don't have those two with you, and you just try and do this on your own, then you can have a decent fight against the first one. But if you don't get rid of him before the second one comes in, the second one breathes fire. and they can be a real problem. Especially if you're early on and you don't, I mean, you know, I know what I'm doing at this, but if it's the first time you play the game and you come up here, you just sort of venture up here to see what's up here, get into a fight with those two, and then if you don't succeed, you've got to fight your way through all of those annoying enemies down the bottom again. So it's quite easy to wander up here, underestimate them, not have like upgraded your weapon or whatever, and then end up in a lot of trouble. Gargoyle tail axe. Don't have enough dex to use it, but it is a very strong weapon. You just died instantly. Sliced tail of gargoyle guarding the Bell of Awakening in the Undead Church or patrolling Anor Londo. So that suggests that there are gargoyles elsewhere. It can be used as a bronze battle axe, bends dramatically during large attacks owing to its nature as a tail. And what else did we pick up? It was a helm, wasn't it? Gargoyle helm. That's not that common a drop. Helm of the Gargoyle, an enchanted creature, guard of the Bell of the Awakening. This bronze helm was for mere appearance's sake, as the gargoyle's skin is naturally hard. Little in the way of defence can be expected from. Yeah, I mean, well, it's okay. Quite heavy. I think if we were to put it on, yeah, I'm heavy rolling now, so it's not really worth us wearing right now, but it won't be long before we're leveled up enough to actually stick that on. Praise the sun, indeed. For fashion, exactly. That's all armor really is for in Dark Souls. Fashion souls. That is genuinely one of the reasons I enjoy Demon Souls so much, because armor really kind of meant nothing in Demon Souls, but it was cool to wear different armor just for fashion's sake. Dark Souls 2 is great for that as well, because there are so many different armor sets, so many different weapons. If you're just looking to, you know, make your character look cool, then it's great. So just from here we can see that structure there is Sen's Fortress. So that bit at the front there that we're looking at, I can't remember where the binoculars are. You can get a set of binoculars, but I can't remember where you find them, which is annoying, because it moves your character out of the way to look at things. But down there's that gate that Siegmeyer was sat by. And before I ring the bell, if we look here, there's the woods. We'll go into there next. Down there is towards Firelink Shrine. And now we're going to ring the first bell, which is what Oscar's family saying told us to do. Good. A bit anticlimactic, to be honest, but it is a very important thing that we... I'm going to go down here and probably find all the enemies have magically respawned for no reason. And now, suddenly, ready for it. Ta-da! I absolutely love this guy.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Careem, the Pug.
And his armor.
For thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
I absolutely love just his whole look and his demeanor, and like he looks like he goes to some particularly specialist kind of clubs where they wear that kind of gear. You know what I'm talking about. Learn the gesture from him. You can purchase... What's he got? Purging stones. There you go, Chris. There's your item with the skull on it. So it breaks curses. And hopefully we won't get cursed. But if we do, then we need to come here and get a purging stone. There's an indictment, which is you can report someone who's invaded you, and then somebody else will... I don't need it. I haven't... It's a waste of 3,000 souls. I'm not cursed. Homeward Bones. Book of the Guilty. So what you can do is, if a player invades you, you can report them with an indictment, and then somebody who's bought a Book of the Guilty can go and invade that person back to kill them and get revenge. But the purpose that Oswald actually serves is Donald Trump is in one of those now. The purpose that he actually serves is if you accidentally attack an NPC or something, or kill someone or whatever, you can't bring people back from the dead, but if you accidentally attack someone and they are hostile to you, if you remember, I think you did you do that with Patches? I think you killed him in the end, didn't you, Chris? If you attack someone and they're aggro towards you, go to Oswald and pay for absolution, and it will reset them, so they kind of forgive you, but they just go back to their normal state. But I love this bit here.
You are welcome any time. It is only human to commit a sin.
That laugh is just so good. And I love him. He's not a bad guy at all, but he just deals with sin. You went and got absolute... Okay, did you end up with Patches kind of hanging out in the... Killing Patches was as me. Wait, hang on. Ryan, are you talking about in Elden Ring? Because Patches is in Elden Ring as well. In fact, do I remember you saying that? Because when you get halfway through the fight with him, he cowers and begs for forgiveness. And did you say that you... And yeah, you just killed him. Just carried on swinging. Yeah, he's very, very useful if you keep him alive. He moves around the map and sells you some really useful stuff. So, nice job. So we're going to go back just purely to talk to the crestfallen warrior. Yeah, Patches is one of those people that really doesn't deserve forgiveness. But, again, he's useful to keep alive. So we've rung the first bell. Crestfallen told us that there are actually two. Oscar's family obviously didn't know about. Does he have anything new to say?
Hello. Miracles? Come again. The effective...
But... Crestfallen definitely does have something to say to us.
Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you? You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide.
He's a ray of sunshine, isn't he?
What's wrong? Get a bit of a scare out there? No problem. Have a seat and get comfortable. We'll both be hollow before you know it.
You're depressing me, I'm going to leave. So, what we'll do now is, technically, the way forward is through the use of basement key. Which is, sorry YouTube for your swears. When did you swear? Oh, did it tell you? The message hasn't appeared, so it must have just gotten rid of it. Yeah, we got the basement key, which is great. That takes us through to the next area, but we're not going to go there yet. We're going to go to next sort of side area. To get to which, we'll need to go back through by Andre, and we'll be able to upgrade the weapon a bit more, and we can level up a bit as well. And we're still human. I'm sure I'll rectify that with a stupid death before long. Also, I think we're getting at least one more boss this stream. some moves. So we'll go and see Andre. See how much more I can level up the sword. And then we'll go into the I am gonna level up my weapon first before I level up myself, just to see how much higher we can get it.
Well, hello again. You seem to need anything.
Oh, I don't have Titanite shards, but that's fine because he sells them. Oh, so he's got quite a few. Oh wait, no, he sells infinite numbers of them. Okay, I'm gonna get one for now. Plus 3. Get it to +4. We need 3 more. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to spend too many souls because I'd like to use some to level up. +5, and then you see the claymores disappeared from this list. We can't upgrade it anymore. We'd have to go to... No, we can't because we need another item for him to be able to do. So that's as much as we can upgrade our weapon at this point. What else does he have? Smith box. Don't really have any weapons that we want. Doesn't sell a bow, so we're done.
Don't get yourself, neither of us.
Right, we'll level up and then we're heading down there. Oh, and wait until you see what's in there. Two vitality. Strength, maybe 1 endurance. We are going to need the rest of these at some point because of the things that we're going to need to do in order to get the platinum. But for the time being, I don't really need it. That's enough for one. You never really have enough vitality. I mean, in reality, you should be trying to avoid getting hit rather than putting loads onto your health. But right. Uh-oh. His tail's got a hitbox, I forget about that. I just need to see how much damage we actually will do to him. See whether it's worth fighting him, or if I should just keep running. Right, okay, I'm going to run because I'm doing no damage at this point. Fine, that is a Titanite demon. Doesn't respawn once he's dead. Not really worth fighting him. These guys are dicks. But they do drop moss, which is good because it is good for poison resistance. So that way is the basin. What we can see here... That tower there, where you can see the little door. The top of that tower is where I came out when I fought the Taurus demon when he threw himself off the edge. So everything is linked, and we can go down here. Dick! How the hell did he trigger from so far away? Douchebag. Yeah, you can get down there. The lake is down there. That's the basin where you said, Chris, we can get the bow. So we can go all the way down there. Maybe we might go down there immediately after doing this area, depending on how long it takes. There are some enemies down there that are probably a little bit above where we are at this point, but they're not too bad. But there is one enemy in particular. It's a very hard fight, and it's a fun fight, but you get some really cool items from him. Really, or at least one very useful item. Look, sneaky. Look at his head. And look at the ground there. There we go. He tries to get you on the sly. You remember this bit? Oh, okay, you made it this far. Cool. Yeah, this is a nice bit. I like the atmosphere down here. You can see it's completely changed. It feels so different already. Oh, look. Massive butterfly. Pretty cool. See here. Try blacksmith. That is because we can't get in there. But Andre sells something. Help us. Try rolling. I'm not going to roll. I'm going to attack. And we've got a bonfire. No need for me to rest at it at this point. Right, look at this. Try luring it out. So that item there is a small soul item. But you can see there, 1, 2, 3. They won't activate until we pick that thing up. It's not worth it, because then every time you come through here, they are already out. Once they've pounced, they stay out. And you have to fight them every time you come back through. So I always leave that item because it just isn't worth it. Always no, it's different. It's different in Dark Souls. If I was to rest there, the maximum amount of Estus I could get is 5. I've already got 7 as it is, so it just isn't worth it. Right, we're going to clear out this area before we do anything else. But if we look at this, detour ahead. Look at the legs of the, or look at the roots of the tree. They're moving. There's somebody else indicating what this area is like. So we're going to be careful through here. Try luring it out. Again, that is good advice. Hello, fella. These are a bit like the Knights Berenique. They're very strong, they hit very hard, but they are very slow. So if you can avoid them, not do stupid things like that, you'll be okay. And don't let them do that. He was casting a spell there called Tranquil Walk of Peace. And what that does is stops you being able to move at your normal speed. It makes you really slow. And it thing in the ground there. It makes you really slow and it stops you being able to roll. And it's really, really difficult. So as soon as they light up like that, you want to attack them. Two of them there, and all of these activate when we pick up that item there. I don't know how close I can get to them before they'll actually get up. Crap. Right, okay. Made that more difficult for myself. I was trying to kill that bush before the other guy got up, but fortunately the other stone warrior didn't get up as well, so we're okay. If I can get rid of that guy, be okay. Oh, I got lucky there. Gee, oh, he's done Tranquil Walk piece. You can see the effect on me now. I can't roll, and I'm walking very slowly. I pressed the wrong button and tried to roll by mistake, and that dropped my shield, which is why he was able to kill me. And Chris, please tell me to stop being an absolute moron next time, because I didn't rest at the bonfire, which means that we are here now instead of at the bloody closest one. You were 100% right. Oh my Christ, this is not going well. Come on. I really don't want to lose all those souls that I had. I hate him. I know you told me you were right. At least we did do that bonfire, so we've got 10 Estus now. It's really annoying that these guys are taking 3 hits to kill. I would rather have them on 2, like taking just 2 hits, but okay, 1 R2 is enough. That's good to know. They've got shut up, Ryan. They've got a grab attack as well, which they don't do very often. But it can take quite a lot of your health if you're not paying attention. He was about to do the grab attack, so it was lucky that I got the hit in there. They are a good source of moss, though. Moss is not useful in this area, but when we get a bit further on, we will be wanting to use moss a lot. So I am now... I really want to be in human form. I don't want to be hollow for this. Right, I'll kindle this, and then I'll try and get there without being an idiot. I'm burning through the humanity though, which is not good because I do want to use it for something later on. And it would be nice not to have to farm it. And might as well. Full 10 Estus. The really annoying thing about that death actually was that, like, that area's fine. It's not that difficult to do. I just pressed the wrong button, and they're the most annoying kinds of deaths. You just feel so incompetent. You feel such an idiot. Right, let's do this first. This tree. It's alive. Why it's moving about. That's you in every game. They're the most annoying deaths though, aren't they? You do something stupid, something that should be relatively easy, and you end up dying in some silly way. Hello! These guys are pretty cool. I wish I didn't have to kill them. They do they do fling themselves about though, which is fun. Another tree. You can actually run past this one, I think. It wasn't really worth it. You don't even get a decent amount of souls from them, but that never respawned. So once it's out of the way, waving at me. Right, so we do have a few annoying enemies around here that will kind of jump out at us. Walker over there, a stone giant. But the more irritating thing is when you get here, they come out. I think there's 4 of them. Fortunately, keep the stone guy down. Doesn't get up when they do. And they have really low poise, so if they're in the middle of an attack and you hit them, it'll cancel their attack. I actually don't think this guy drops anything worthwhile, but I think if you go up here, he does wake up and then ends up chasing you up there, so it is worth waking him up just to kill him. Yeah, you don't take any health off him when you're getting up. Not even. Ah, camera! Amateur. Oh, for crying out loud. Best thing to do in this scenario now is just get away from him. Use the trees until Tranquil Walk of Peace wears off. There we go. Oh! Sting Estus! There we go. If you get lucky as well, I believe they can drop either their sword or shield. I don't think you can get their armor. But they're, as you can imagine, they are ridiculously heavy pieces of equipment. So they're, you know, they're decent to use, but they're just massive. So you need good strength and endurance to be able to use them effectively. Another one here, and this one is particularly he's in such a small space. And that didn't help him. He Tranquil Walk. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, fine, good. But their bodies go completely limp. And they weigh nothing. Yeah, it's not a nice place to fight, but it's worth it because we come up here and we get the wolf ring, which is excellent. So, one of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn. The wolf ring belongs to Artorius the Abyss Walker. Artorius had an unbendable will of steel and was unmatched with a great sword. So this increases our poise. And poise is the thing that means we can take damage, basically. But it means you can take hits without it breaking your stamina. But then the annoying thing that we've got to do is... Okay, it's always risky doing that, but it's... And now you can see where we are. We're back down this bit where we were before, and the bonfire is just ahead of us. So we essentially did a loop on ourselves. and ended up kind of going around and under the ground and then up to there. But it's worth it because that ring is really, really helpful. I'll tell you what, Elliot. Through that item. I'm almost certain that you could go on Etsy and type in like Dark Souls Wolf Ring, and there will be one. Oh, I can show you it again, Chris. Oh, I didn't put it on. Okay, that's good. Yeah, you can. I don't know. I can't look at it any more than that, which is. I wonder if I go into this menu. No. But yeah, you can see it's got the wolf on it. It will have it on there. I'm certain that I went on Etsy and I found maybe the grass crest ring or something like that was on there. Oh, and I've got plenty to level up. So let's do some endurance. No, strength. The witch's ring. Which one's that? Oh, the one I'm wearing now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They're the runes of the language that we don't understand. Like, it's just, it says something on it, but we don't know what it is. It's nice that it's made out of that kind of, like, copper as well. There are a few Demon Souls rings on there. I've seen some of them, but I can't remember. There's one of them that's like it tapers up into like a little point, and I've seen quite a few of those on there. I can't remember which ring it is though. Got no stamina. See, if you stay behind them as well, they're not... Oh, for goodness sake. You're guessing it says witch's ring. Yeah, honestly, go on Etsy and just type in Demon Souls ring. There's one on there, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, God. Oh, I can't believe I cocked that up again. How far away does Tranquil Walk of Peace work? Fine, okay, he tried to cast it there and it didn't work, so it's got quite a short range. Come on, Grassman, you're the one that I want to... Oh, it's lucky we were below him there because that would have taken a big chunk off me. Interesting that all of these Stone Knights are left-handed. I don't know if that's like an intentional thing or it was just a quirk in their design. I wouldn't put it past From Software to have made it an intentional kind of design choice, the way that they bury kind of information in everything that they do. You can get all 4 rings of Gwyn. That's cool. Right, there are 2 more bush guys over this side. So if I can get at least one of those. Right, he's dead, fine, good. Get them back out into the open. The only reason I don't want to do this multiple times, or that I want to, you know, kind of take care of these guys now, is because this is the way to the next boss, and I'd rather not, like, mess about with... Uh-oh. I'd rather not mess around with... Hi, Karim, you alright? Yeah, I want to get to the boss in human form, because we can summon someone for it. And I don't want to go through all of this, die, and then have to come back, waste another humanity, and just, you know, get back. Because it's quite a cool summon. Like, I'm not that bothered about summoning, but it's a character that I quite like. I'm okay, how are you? No, stupid. Right, no, there we go. I think there's one more after this. But it's quite funny, actually. So the one after this, you can avoid. You don't actually have to. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I was looking. No, everything's gone wrong. Right. Let's waste an Estus. He only needs one more hit, and I missed it. Right, fine. The lizards are fine. They're not anything to deal with. Good God. Made a meal of that. Clean as the ocean. Excellent. That, well, you might as well. There's not much better you can be doing than that, to be fair. Yeah, there's one more, and you technically don't have to fight him, but if you then summon there it is. If you then summon the person to help you with the boss, they go and just automatically aggro onto that and try and take it out, and it can take a load of their health. Yeah, I need to get my stamina up more, but I quite like the claymore just in general, so I started using it early, but I'm basically sticking everything into strength and endurance at the minute. Look, sneaky here. Look at that thing. They don't have very much health, but if you're not paying attention, they can get you. And that guy. They build up poison as well, those snaky things. So, again, if you're not paying attention, they're not really likely to build it up enough that it actually takes effect. But, you know, it's just another thing that you have to be paying attention for. Oh yeah, the Morning Star that I was using, yeah, that was a very temporary state of affairs. I'm never really a big fan of the Morning Star in any of the Souls games. In Dark Souls 2, you can get it fairly early on as well, and it's okay, but I just don't like the moveset. It does decent damage, but it just, yeah, it doesn't really feel... Yeah, it does decent damage, you're right, Kareem. The first time I actually completed Dark Souls years ago, the Claymore was the weapon that I used all the way through. I found it quite early on and really liked it, and I just kept upgrading it all the way up, and I think I ended up actually getting all the way to the end with it. But you're right, the balance is a little bit odd when you consider how OP some of the weapons can be. Right, there we go. You see how many of these I've beaten now, and you get it right, you can flick them with your back legs. Yeah, you can see how many I've beaten. I haven't got any of their equipment. I haven't got their sword or their shield or anything. Oh, there's two more. This is the one that the NPC attacks. Yeah, so they're quite rare drops, the shield and sword. Which is annoying because they're quite cool. Let's just back off him. Tranquil Walk of Peace is a pretty cool spell though, because you see how you get further away. If you get far away enough from him, it does stop. But you can actually get it yourself as well. You can acquire it and use it, and it can be really useful for certain enemies. I hate these trees. Right, good. That's the last one of those to deal with, and the boss is not too bad here. So, I usually end up doing it first time. Yeah, the Dragon Claymore, yeah, especially +5. When you get one of those one of the ascended weapons all the way up, it does make you feel a bit like a god, doesn't it? Here we go. You can't really see her face, but this is Beatrice. Yeah, I like the Demon Soul system. Some of the, I think probably the special weapons, like the boss weapons in Demon Souls, even though some of them aren't that good in terms of damage, I think in terms of like design and how cool they are, the Demon Souls weapons I think are some of my favourite in the series. Like I love the meat cleaver, it just looks so savage. Yeah, I actually ended up poisoning Maneater once because... Beatrice, what are you doing? Because it glitched. I mean, you know how like glitchy the AI is for Maneaters. It just glitched and it stopped targeting me and I couldn't get towards it. So I ended up having to just cast Poison Cloud because it was the only way that I could get... It was the only way I could get near it to do any damage. It was just hovering there and I couldn't damage it in any way. So I just had to cast Poison Cloud and just let it chip away. It was weird and a bit crap, to be honest, that I had to do it that way. But it worked. As a butterfly again. Yeah, Meat Cleaver. When I first got it, I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I was just tearing through enemies. Like, oh, this is really easy now. Like, I didn't realise it would make it so easy. Yeah, you can see the influence, can't you? It was like with the gargoyles, they kind of fixed it. Here we go. So it's the butterfly that's actually the enemy here, and it can be a bit of a pain of a fight because the vast majority of its attacks are from range to start with, which is why Beatrice is a really good I hate that one. Right, here we go. Heal. But Beatrice is an absolute tank. Look at the damage that she's doing. You can basically do this fight without ever having to hit the butterfly yourself. And I am making a meal of these rolls. Let's see if I can do this without hitting the butterfly. Every now and again it comes and lands. Yeah, so you can see Beatrice can pretty much do this fight on her own. She is a weapon. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, absolutely. You can see it all the way through, can't you? Like, Dark Souls 2 especially, if you look at the gargoyle fight in that, it's essentially just the same as on Dark Souls 1, but there are, what, like 10 gargoyles that you've got to kill? It's crazy. And yeah, even Elden Ring, like, if you look at the Erdtree avatars, their character model is literally the same character model as the Asylum Demon. Yeah. Yeah, I like the little slugs. When we come up here, after beating Moonlight Butterfly, that's an optional boss, by the way. We didn't need that. But when we come up here, you can see this kind of stone figure that looks a bit like Andre. And it gives us Watchtower Basement Key, which gets us into that Watchtower where I said we couldn't get to before. And we get Divine Ember. So we can take the Ember to Andre, and he can ascend our weapons even more with it. But this is just an indicator that it's Andre that you need to take that Ember to. People used to read into this when the game first came out and say, oh, it's some kind of sign that Andre is like divine or part of the royal family or something like that. But it, like Miyazaki himself said, the only reason they put this stone version of Andre here with the Ember is just as a little hint that it's Andre that you need to go back to give the Ember to. Yeah, I really like Phalanx as well. Just the design of Phalanx is really cool. I think you can see the imagination in it as a boss as well, when, like, you know, a lot of games at that time, it's just a boss. It's just something that you hit. But having to actually like pick off the smaller enemies, and then to get to the actual phalanx inside. I absolutely love that. I thought that was such a like clever way of doing it. Oh Jesus, I've got 15,000 souls. Let's spend those. Yeah, I did the same thing. It didn't occur to me at all when I first did it. I was like, oh yeah, panicking when fighting. Yeah, it's easy to panic against phalanx though. That's the thing, because even though the hoplites, the little enemies, even though they're really slow, there's so many of them, and the damage they do off those spears that they throw is so high. Like, it just gets really frustrating. But yeah, exactly the same, Kareem. The first time I played it, it didn't occur to me to use the fire bombs or anything like that, and I was chipping away and chipping away, and it took me ages. And then I beat it, I was like, oh my god, that was amazing. And then I watched somebody else do it on YouTube, and like they just use the pine resin and the fire bombs, and they like beat it in seconds. I was like, oh okay, yeah, I probably should have thought about that. Yeah, the phalanx with the big shields like they've got up at the front, the kind of like they do it in Lord of the Rings as well, don't they? At the Battle of Helm's Deep, similar kind of thing, where they're attacking. It's such an imaginative idea for a boss, and I think that's one of my favourite things about Souls games is just the amount of imagination that goes into them, like into the character design and whatnot. You were fine, Chris. I remember, what was it when you were stuck for ages? It was on whatchamacallit? Flame Boy. Flame Lurker. You were stuck on Flame Lurker for ages, and then you did it, and then about like 3 days later, I was like, oh, how far are you? Like, where are you now? Just expecting you to be on, like, you know, a little bit further, and you were like, oh yeah, I've killed loads of bosses. I was like, oh, right. Like, you were doing absolutely fine. Once you got past Flame Lurker, you were sound. Flame Lurker. Again, the boss design, it just looks so evil and imposing. I love the boss arena as well, actually. It feels like something out of Doom. And I'm sure that wasn't an accident, you know, they'll have taken inspiration from those kind of things. Because Miyazaki himself, he said that Doom is a game that he likes. I think in terms of design, certainly in the remake, the way that they did it well, but even in the original, Flame Lurker might be my favourite boss. Maybe Storm King. I really like Storm King. Any type of fire enemy, yeah. See, I was okay with that. Oh god, I'm not dealing with this dickhead. I actually didn't do too badly with Flame Lurker, because by that point, it's going to get me with the next lightning. Nearly. By the time I got to that point, I'd got the Burrower armor, which gives you a fire defense, and I had... just because I happened to explore and find it, even though I had no idea where I was going. And I put it on because I thought it looked cool. And then I had Water Veil as one of the spells as well, and that helped. And I figured out that he was weak to magic, but that's still, like, how relentless he is with his attacks. It's still so hard to kind of figure out the best way to approach him. The bright white flowers are... They are... just guidance, basically. They just light up the area to kind of give you a bit of an idea of what the main path through the area is. They're just a bit of a sort of helpful marker, basically, in the game world. What time are we on? We'll see how far we get in this short, but I probably will stop at 10.
My, that's a rare ember you have there. I've seen one of those before.
Oh yeah, Tower Knight. I love Tower Knight. Again, the design is so cool, and the idea of the fight.
I could produce divine weapons with a flame such as that.
Yeah, man-eaters make me sad, actually, because I really like the design, and I like the idea of the fight, but the AI being so glitchy kind of, like, ruins the fight a little bit. Adjudicator is one that also, as well, like, I really love the design. It's so cool, but the fight is quite, like, because the fight's quite easy, it's a bit disappointing. even though I love the design of it.
Thanks for that. You've made a fine decision.
So we've given him an ember now, which means we can ascend our weapons even higher. But for this we need a green titanite shard, which we don't have. But we will be going somewhere soon where we can farm quite a lot of those. So at the minute the Claymore's going to have to stick at plus... or sorry, if we want to turn it into a Divine Claymore. I do want a Divine weapon. So we might do that. We'll be able to get green titanite shards. But we can't reinforce any higher than what we've got now. It'll only go up to plus 5 at the minute. Yeah, old hero, I would say. Man-Eater, just because of the boss itself. I think I accidentally went to Man-Eater when I was too low a level. And I spent ages getting really frustrated. That I spent ages on. And then old hero, not because of the boss itself, but the run back, like you say, I was struggling so much with that. And I actually think I beat him first time. But it took me maybe 10 or 11 tries to actually get to the fight. It was so annoying. Dragon God, yeah, I was expecting, considering he was in all the promo stuff as well, because I'd never played the original Demon Souls. I played from Dark Souls 1 onwards and played all of them, but I'd never played Demon Souls. So when the remake came out and I saw like the trailer and Dragon God was in it, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be an awesome fight. And then it was kind of a bit of like a trick fight kind of thing, which was a bit disappointing. Leechmonger is... Alright Ryan, have fun. Don't forget to like the stream before you leave. Get me some pumped up on the algorithm, however it bloody works, I don't know. Have a nice sleep. And don't do too much work over the weekend, I know what you're like. Yeah, Chris, the Leechmonger is the first boss in... What's it called? Shittown. World 5. And it's just loads of leeches that form a big, like, strong thing. It's really easy. It's really weak to fire. I like this. So we can't reinforce anymore, but what I am going to do is purchase... I'm going to get a weaponsmith box so we can reinforce at bonfires. We can't afford it yet, but if you remember that big glowy door that we couldn't get through, we need the Crest of Artorias, and that is what opens that. So we need to save up 20,000 souls to get that, which is fine. We don't want to go there yet anyway. Like, it's not... That's not really an area that we need to go to now. And I will probably leave that bit, actually. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I tried to be a gentleman. But I pretty much agree with all of your rankings there. It's a bit of a funny one with Demon Souls, isn't it? Because, like,
neither of us.
I always feel like the quality of the bosses doesn't necessarily... See ya. Nice to stop by. And thank you for the like. Right, hang on. What am I going to do? I reckon I'm going to pack it in at 10. So what shall I have a go at before... I'll tell you what I'll do, Chris. For you, I'm going to go and try and fight the Black Knight. What's the easiest way to get back there? No, I know where there's a Black Knight that we can get to quicker. And all the Black Knights are... I don't know if they're all as difficult as each other, actually. Oh, you've subbed. Oh, thanks very much. Oh, that should have come up on the stream. My alerts are not working, apparently. Thanks very much for the sub. I'm trying to stream as regularly as possible. At the minute, I'm doing Jedi Fallen Order and probably a bit more Dark Souls. And I'm hoping to get a Let's Play up sometime soon. So, yeah, hopefully there'll be plenty of stuff for you to watch now that you're subbed. But thanks very much for that. I really appreciate it. What am I on? 10 Estus? Yeah, we're fine. Fine at the minute. There's none of these enemies are aggroed. So, I'm pretty sure all of the Black Knights are equal strength. I don't think any of them are any stronger than each other. But what we'll do is go down here. There's one just down here, so I'll fight that one. And I mean, they've all got a chance of dropping the weapons that they use. So hopefully we will be able to get hold of that. And I want to get this lizard. Good. They won't beat you, you'll be fine. You know what you're doing. Right, where is he? Because I forget. There's a little ledge that you can fight him on, and it makes it a lot easier because it's room there. I can't remember where he spawns from. Oh, this is the leather armor. We might use this. Yeah, I forget that. Longbow, there we go. I told you. Do I want anything from McDonald's? I'm going to text you my... I don't have a second channel. No, I've only got this one. You go and work out with Siegmeyer, and you'll sort it. No, don't worry about the jokes. Jokes are good. It keeps the chat going. You can see we've got plenty of people that joke in here. Everyone that's here already. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, Katie, can you get me a cream egg McFlurry? I think that's all I want. Thank you. Yeah, Kareem, you've got it. See, Chris has got the encouragement as well. Right, oh, I cannot for the life of me remember where this Black Knight is, so now I'm worried. Cracking jokes like eggs. Right, I'm just gonna jump down. It's here. You'll be here somewhere close. Oh, it's over here. It's over here. We're fine. Okay, I will do. Yeah, I mean, we'll order you a veggie burger to the house if you're willing to have it arrive cold and in about 4 hours. Down here. There he is. Come on. Right, he's aggroed. Get him up here. This guy's got a halberd as well. And the Black Knight halberd is one of the best weapons you can get. So much so, in fact, that speedrunners will come immediately to fight this guy, try and get his halberd, and if they don't get it, because there's only a 20% chance of it dropping, they will just abandon the run and start again. You can see how much more damage this Claymore is doing compared to the Morning Star that we had. There we go. That's 3 shots. Blue Titanite Chunk. We didn't get his halberd though, unfortunately. I think pineapple on a burger is okay, isn't it? That's quite common in depending on where you are, isn't it? I think there are some countries where they do that more commonly. I know pineapple on gammon. People do that a lot. Grasscrest shield, I forgot that was down here, and that is an elite shield for us to be... I can't remember what the weight of it is, though. 3. It's a lot heavier than what we've got. But we can still fast roll. Ah! Oh! Nearly just jumped straight off the ledge. Oh, my God. Right, what I was trying to illustrate was... If you look at me swinging the weapon, look at how quickly my stamina regens now. Because that's the Grasscrest shield. That's what it does. And it even does it if you're using it on your back. If you've just put it on your back and are not using it. I was so bricking it then. I thought I had completely screwed that up. Okay, right. We are here. Good. I've lit this bonfire. I am going to rest at this bonfire. And I think I'm going to end the stream here for today. But that was a really good stream. I had fun. Haven't played Dark Souls in so long. So I was kind of a little bit like, I thought I was going to like cock up a little bit maybe. But that was good. I had a lot of fun. Especially considering I was really tired when I started as well. And I thought I was going to end up being like, I can't be bothered. But that was good. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. But I don't know what I'm doing on Sunday. Might do a Sunday afternoon stream. That would probably be Star Wars again, because I want to get through that before the new one comes out, because I'd like to start playing that. So yeah, maybe Sunday afternoon, if not probably Monday. But yeah, so thanks everyone joined. I'm not doing TIE fighter noises. I can't do it. I'll do it in the big finale for Star Wars. And yeah, don't forget to give the stream a like if you enjoyed it. And yeah, I will see you all very soon, hopefully. And maybe we'll go and kill some more Black Knights next time. Bye! Love you all. Yeah, enjoy your pineapple, Kareem.